Hey everyone, so I did a thing. You know how I love trying out the latest tech? Well, I jumped straight onto the iOS 26 developer beta as soon as it dropped. And let's just say it's been an adventure. Honestly, it's too buggy for me right now. Like, my battery life has been terrible, apps are crashing, and my phone's been getting weirdly hot. So if you're like me and you're kind of regretting that update, you've come to the right place. In this video, I'm gonna walk you through exactly how I downgraded my iPhone from that crazy iOS 26 beta back to the solid, stable iOS 18. And the best part, we're gonna do it without losing any of our data. This is the official way to do it, and it works like a charm. So yeah, let's just get right into it. Alright, so first things first, you are gonna need a computer for this. Trust me on this one, there's just no way around it. It's totally mandatory. But the good news is, it doesn't matter what kind of computer you have. I'm using my ThinkPad, which is a Windows laptop, but a Mac works perfectly fine too. First up, grab a good quality USB cable. You really want a solid connection for this. Next, you'll need to have iTunes installed on your computer. If you're on a newer Mac, you'll just use Finder. It's pretty much the same process. For my fellow Windows users, just make sure your iTunes is all up to date. Okay, and the most important part, you need to download the official iOS 18 software file. It's called an IPSW file. I always get mine from this website, ipsw.me. I'll put the link in the description below to make it easy for you. Just head over there, pick your specific iPhone model, and then you'll see a list of software versions. You want to download the latest iOS 18 file that has that little green check mark and says signed. That's super important. Just, ignore any ads that pop up and get that file downloaded. Okay, so once that's downloading, we need to prep the iPhone. There are just a couple of settings we have to turn off. It's super quick. First, go into your settings. We need to turn off stolen device protection. If it's already off, cool. If not, just toggle it off. Then right from there, we need to turn off Find My. Just tap on your Apple ID at the top, go to Find My, and turn it off. It'll ask for your Apple ID password, so just pop that in. Make sure both of those are successfully turned off before we move on. Alright, now let's jump over to the computer. Go ahead and open up iTunes or Finder if you're on a Mac, and then plug your iPhone in with the USB cable. It might ask you to trust this computer on your phone, so just go ahead and do that. Now, the very first thing we're gonna do, and this is probably the most crucial step, is to back up your phone. Seriously, don't skip this. Under the backup section, make sure you select this computer. This gives you a local backup, which is what we need. Then just click Backup Now. This might take a little while depending on how much stuff you have, so just let it do its thing. Okay, backup complete. Now for the magic part, the downgrade. This is where it gets real. So on your keyboard, you're gonna press and hold the Shift key. If you're on a Mac, it's the Option key. So hold that key down, and while you're holding it, click on Restore iPhone in iTunes. This will pop up a File Explorer window. Now you just need to find that iOS 18 IPSW file we downloaded earlier, select it and click Open. A little box will pop up confirming you want to restore. Just go ahead and click Restore, and that's it. The downgrade process has started. This is probably a good time to go grab a coffee because it can take about 10 to 20 minutes. I'll just speed this part up for you. The most important thing here is to just leave your phone alone. Don't unplug it. Don't let your computer go to sleep. Just let it work its magic. And there we go. Once it's done, your iPhone will restart and you'll see the classic hello screen. But this time it's running a fresh, clean copy of iOS 18. So just go through the setup process like it's a new phone for a minute. Connect to Wi-Fi, sign back into your Apple ID, all that good stuff. So now your iPhone is officially on iOS 18. The downgrade from iOS 26 was a success. High five. But wait, what about all our data, right? Our apps, our photos? Well, let's get that back. Now here's where we might hit a little snag, but don't worry, I've got the fix. If you try to restore your backup right now, iTunes will probably give you an error message saying the backup is from a newer version of iOS. It's a little annoying, but we can trick it. Here's what you do. Keep your iPhone connected. On your Windows keyboard, press the Windows key and R at the same time to open the Run command. Now you're gonna need to type in a specific path. I'll put this code right in the video description to make it easy to copy and paste. Basically, this takes you to the backup folder on your computer. Find the folder for the backup we just made. It should have the most recent timestamp. Open it up, scroll all the way down until you find a file named info.plist. Right-click on that file and open it with Notepad. It looks like a bunch of code, but don't get overwhelmed. Just press Ctrl+F to open the Find tool and type in product version. Right there, you'll see the version number, which will probably say 26.0. All you have to do is change that 26.0 to the iOS 18 version number you downloaded. For me, it was 18.5, so I'll just change it to that. Now just save the file and close Notepad. Okay, moment of truth. Close iTunes completely and then open it back up again. Now when you go to restore from your backup, it should work. The process will start and it'll put all your data back onto your phone. Once it's finished, your iPhone will restart. And you might have to enter your Apple ID password one last time. And we are done. Your iPhone is officially downgraded to iOS 18 with all of your photos, messages, and apps right where you left them. No data lost. How cool is that? So that's how you do it. A little bit of a process, I know, but totally worth it to get back to a stable version of iOS. I hope this video was helpful for you. If it was, I'd really appreciate it if you could give it a thumbs up. It helps the channel out a ton. And let me know in the comments if you also tried the beta and what you thought. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great day, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.